I think the thing that people are dismissing, at least they were, as kind of sour grapes, but I think Drake is onto something here. And this is somebody I made an essay. I wrote an essay on Drake when I was still teaching at Columbia University Teachers College. It was called "Why I Hate Drake." So I'm old school with it. That's what I'm saying. Like I go back 15 years plus with the Drake critique. And I think Drake is an excellent. Drake has some talents. Drake is gifted. He's an excellent songwriter. He's a great rapper, great song maker. I don't, I just don't like some of the stuff he does. But Drake has made a very clear public declaration here, which is I got in a battle with Kendrick, and people who I thought were my people sold me out. When that pop-out show happened, and everybody in LA, I mean, you had Bloods and Crips in there kicking it. You had all these NBA stars, you had actors, actresses. Everybody was there, and Not Like Us played. I don't remember how many times it was, but it was a lot. It was either 4. It was 5. Okay, they played that joint 5 times, and I mean, look, that song was a hit. I mean, the first time I heard that song, I was like, oh, it's over. Like, I don't know about nothing about this rap shit, this battle shit, but I can tell you right now, this song right here is a fucking. It's a monster. It's in the club time. It's in the club. I don't want to be a prisoner mode. It's in the club. It's at that level. It was something different. But so much of that song is, calling him a pedophile. Literally certified level boy, certified pedophile. A minor. Now, I didn't understand. I still maintain that being a 69 God should not be stigmatized, right? There's nothing wrong with being a 69 God. But the rest of it was pretty damning. And so when you go to a pop-out show and LeBron is there, and then you watch the actual video and DeMar DeRozan is in it. And those are your people. I mean, DeMar DeRozan literally said, I mean, DeMar DeRozan was not shy or coy about their relationship. He literally said, I owe loyalty to him. He literally said, like, Drake was there for me when, like, at a time where I needed him. He talked about Drake bringing him to the crib. I'm sure Drake made him cocoa or something. And, he bonded with him and he helped him. Drake is that guy. You know what I mean? Drake is care. I'm just saying, Drake seems like the type of guy that would like offer you a make you cocoa for you or cocoa, and he wouldn't call it hot chocolate. He would definitely call it cocoa. And like,
yeah, you're a hater, man. You're a hater.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, Drake is a certain kind of person, and there's a way that he performs hypermasculinity in public, but I think that's not who he is at his core. And Drake was there for DeMar DeRozan. So when you see him in the video, I see why you'd be mad. If LeBron and Drake are tight the way Drake says they are, right? You look after, what do you say? You check on my son like a pediatrician.
Like a pediatrician.
Like, if that's how y'all are, and suddenly you up in at the pop-up show and Savannah's dancing in the club. I saw Savannah dancing to Not Like Us that night, the night it dropped. If that's all true, like, is LeBron being a trash friend to Drake?
I think Drake thinks so.
Yeah.
Like, no, but I'm asking what you think.
But it's hard to know their friendship. Like,
I don't know. Go ahead, Dr. Lindsey.
I don't know their friendship, right? These are people over there living a life. I know a celebrity. I know Drake, the celebrity. I know LeBron, the celebrity. And I think Drake thinks, which is what does matter, that was his boy. And I imagine if any person I considered my friend and I got a tattoo honoring, and I talk about in relationship to my kids, right? Like, we talking about kids and family, is having a good old time dancing to a song talking about me sexually violating children.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah. It's wild. And, I think Drake with what I understand about their relationship, what we've at least had of their public facing relationship, has every right to feel salty about the people he thought were his friends that showed up in the way that they did in this moment. Because there actually hasn't been, from a robust celebrity, considering how many celebrities I've seen Drake attached to in terms of friend, that's my boy, that's my person, not even just not say anything in the context of the battle, but literally be on video, on at shows and whatever, just invested specifically to that song.
Yes.
Right?
Him and Kevin Durant is the only ones.
Yes, Kevin Durant. Yes, that's right. And so, again, this is his impression. Now, this may be one of the hardest lessons he learns about the industry in this moment. And proximity to different things means that proximity and relationships in the context of the celebrity world don't mean friendship. And that's a hell of a way for him to learn that in this way. But that might be the lesson that he learns, which is not to say that it's not sad for him. He gets to feel a particular way. And I'm not just saying that because it's Drake and we always talk about him having all the feelings. But I'm going to tell you right now, you my homie, and you dance to a song.
I'm being mad.
Talking about me being a predator, not like cheating or something, a predator. I understand why he would be upset. If you're asking whether I feel a particular way about it, that's a totally different question based on my own relationship to Drake's celebrity. But if
I think that's the struggle, right? Like Zakiya saying Drake handled people the same way. Landon Turner said Halle Berry told Drake not to use that cover art for Slime You Out, and he did it anyways. Drake is not an upsetting person. I think there are a lot of people who are just like,
right. He's
not like Drake because we don't fuck with Drake.
Right. No,
sure. Right.
Like Joe said, I don't feel like ever. But you're saying, should he feel? We're asking the question of, is LeBron a bad friend of Drake? If he believes Drake and LeBron are friends, yes, that's a bad friend move.
That make him a bad friend. Point blank, period. You can't, if you my mans and you in a club and you dancing to a song calling me a pedophile and you my boy, I got like think about he had.
We didn't got me that close, Jameer.
But he had the man tatted on his body.
LeBron, like I ain't asked him to do that, but
no, for sure. But I shouldn't see you if you my mans. I shouldn't see you wop that like on camera.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's why
I guess that's what I'm struggling with, right? It's like, I mean, I happen to believe that their relationship was close, based on what I've seen and based on LeBron's statements. I'm at a point now where I'm doing this research and I'm saying, how does DeMar DeRozan describe his relationship with Drake? How does LeBron describe his relationship with Drake? And if I just go by how LeBron describes it, you know, that's my brother. We support each other. Anything we do, like if you say that's my brother.
That could also be Hollywood talk, though. If we keep it,
I'm with you. And again,
that could. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying
if we believe what academics are saying, and I do believe what academics are saying, they be outside together. I'm not saying LeBron's cheating or anything like that. I'm just saying they be outside. They go to party, they party together, they kick it together. You know, on the top of the basketball and all that other stuff. They're friends. Are they friends the way LeBron and Hobart? No, right? But I think there is an argument to be made that Hollywood and music industry are about using people, and you can even convince yourself that that's your homie because they're popping and they're cool. But I can tell you, you know, I live a micro fraction of what they live. But I can tell you, there was a time in 2016 where I was everywhere. I was on CNN every night. I had my own late night talk show on VH1. I was on BET. I had a best New York Times bestseller. I was as big as I was going to be. And then when that shit happened to me at the United Nations, motherfuckers didn't answer my phone calls.
Right.
They didn't respond to my texts. And a couple of them literally, like in public, were like, I don't know why he did that shit. I disagree. You know, like it was like, yo, you was my people. Like you be at my house. So I do understand that the industry, when you're riding a wave, will follow that wave. And it doesn't seem like Drake is mad at all the people who followed the wave. In that verse, he said, look, you know, all y'all fake ass niggas at Michael Rubin's party in the Hamptons, whatever, like, I just didn't fuck with y'all. Right? Like, I just didn't speak to y'all, and that's it. It seemed like he has particular hurt for LeBron.
Yeah.
So which makes me feel like he's probably right. On top of what LeBron said, right? Which is like they had an actual friendship. What I understand from the back channels, and I can't mention my sources, but what I understand from the back channel is not that LeBron feels like they didn't have that friendship, but that LeBron feels like what he did wasn't that big a deal, and that he tried to contact him to say, "Look, you are my guy, you are my brother. I just like this. Kendrick's my guy. You know, I'm cool with Kendrick. That we did a song. It wasn't that serious." And I don't know if you can just say that to somebody who you.
I don't think. I don't think you can, which is why Drake is like reacting the way he is. Like I understand. I'm not saying it's right or whatever the case is. I think the whole thing is messy. It's nasty. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like it's a nasty word. But like, is Drake have a right to be offended? I think so. Like again, you putting the stain on my name of me being a pedophile. Like you can't erase that. And you're not going to be able to erase this song. So I'm sure if Drake is like on his phone and is being sent videos of his mans dancing in a suit with hard bottom shoes to They Not Like Us, like that would be offensive to him. No, he was getting it though. He was really enjoying himself. It's a fire song, don't get me wrong. But if that is my man's, you know, at least I can't be doing that in public.
If that's I all saw either of you, and me and him are cool now, right? We had a great conversation. Shout out to Boyce Watkins, right? But if Boyce Watkins had, at the height of our beef, had made a video talking shit about me, and I saw y'all both on there,
and I was like, wow, right? When Boyce is like dropping bars,
I'd be like, what the fuck just happened? Like, you owe me something. And it's not like LeBron called him and said, yo, I'm about to be, you know, seen on camera. You know, they caught me off guard. Or, yo, you know, Kendrick's my guy too. My wife really likes the song. I'm just here. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like, whatever. But if I just turn on the television and my open enemy is playing in the background and you jig into it, I feel a way. And I don't know if there's space for powerful celebrities to be like, yo, I fucked up, I'm sorry. I don't know if there's space for that, or if they want to, or rather, I don't know if they want to engage that space. Dr. Lindsey.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a friendship, like you know, for them, whatever, I don't need to be in it, but we're all in it now. And that's the weird thing about it all, right? So much of this is speculation and back channels and rumors and, you know, what we presume, what we think. You know, this was a battle. It was a particularly entertaining one for all kinds of reasons. And they'll have a Kendrick Super Bowl in just a couple weeks. Like that
must hurt.
Huh?
I said that must hurt.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much.
I can imagine.
And I'm like, you lost. When you lose, you hurt. When you lose in a way that feels like you didn't just lose the battle, if you felt like you lost friends, in addition, and that's the thing that you're most upset about, right? Like that's a particular thing. I cannot care about that particular thing as it pertains to this person, but the question is just about, would you feel salty if someone you consider is following things? And the answer is yes. And industry or not, that public thing is just, you can't, the record is there of you dancing. The record is there of you at the pop out. The record is there of y'all having been friends and the connection that y'all had publicly. So when you publicly dance to it, these are the things that people are going to pick up on and be able to comment on. So, you know, it's really good music came out of it. And a lot of alleged victims thrown under a bus. So there's
a whole bunch of casualties.